Hey guys and gals, welcome back to CraigTube. Nice to be here. Thanks for coming back. Sorry, it's been a little while. Okay, today I have I know this is all a big setup. Look at all this crap. Oh, just to do a beer review. But hey, I have an excellent beer here that was brought to me. This video is brought to you by Corron Zenith from South Australia and Jaymcmlxx from Canada, eh? And this is amazing. He brought me six. Jay brought me 6 of these beers. He actually dropped them off, which is nice to see him again. Nice to see you, Jay. Always nice. Good. I would love to sit and have a beer with you this summer. Come on by and, we'll sit outside or wherever and have a beer. Be nice. Always welcome. So he sent me this beer, or he brought it to me, of course. And I have a letter here, which I will read to you. Or I will voice this over, actually, would probably be the better way to do it. Let's get this. Let's get a voiceover, folks. Can we do a voiceover? Put a little reverb on it for me. Ready? Okay, here we go.
Hello, Craig. Jaymcmlxx here with a new brew. It has been quite a while since you have received any from me, but the time has come. Corron Zenith and I got together and came up with a sequel to Druon's Hand, a Belgian ale you received back in October 2015. This one is known as Sinister Manus, Belgian Dark. And now, back to you, Craig.
All right, so, all right, here we go. It's just me down here. Nobody else is doing it. I'm doing this all by myself. Let's take a look at a little blast from the past, shall we, about this beer. This is, as he said, 2015 was the last time we visited this particular legend. And so now let's play a little clip, just a little introduction to that beer and how it led to this beer. Let's watch.
Well, g'day guys, here we go. It's Corron Zenith here, and this beer here is called Druon's Hand. It was an absolute pleasure to do this recipe as an International Brew Series beer with my mate Jaymcmlxx over in Ontario, Canada. So this dark Belgian is based on a ancient legend of a Roman soldier called Civilis Brabo. This soldier basically sliced the hand off a giant who was terrorizing the people. The people were trying to cross a lake, go over a bridge, and basically if they didn't pay this giant, who was called Druon, hence Druon's Hand, he would chop their hand off and throw their hand as well as, I think, themselves into the river. But Civilis Brabo plucked up enough courage, went over there with his sword and chopped the giant's hand off and threw it in the river to see how he liked it. So I thought that was a fantastic backdrop to have to this amazing beer.
Okay, so now another voiceover is going to happen as I read this little blurb here. This is how this beer connects to that beer. Okay, so voiceover, please.
As the story goes, recently in an old library in Antwerp, a dusty old manuscript was discovered. In that long-lost document was a small entry about how Druon, now only with his left hand, lost his job and became a home brewer. As he reflected on his years of being a colossal prick to the locals by cutting their hands off, he brewed a beer. Now a changed man, he offered it to the local villagers that he once tormented, free of charge. This is a tribute to that beer.
7.2% alcohol ABV. It was bottled on January 22nd, 2022. So it's a 22 beer. If that means anything to anybody. Now, he gave me 6, and I have already tried 1 or 2. So I'm not going to be surprised. All right. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. This is not going to be a big surprise to me. However, my reaction will be genuine because I know what I'm in for here. So we don't want to show that. Whoops. We don't show. We don't want to show that. It's all right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Make sure you get your finger action in there, okay? You should know that by now. Oh, boy. All of it. I tried to pick an appropriate glass. I couldn't quite find one to fit it perfectly, but there you have, because you never know. You never know if you're going to have, overflows with the foam. Look at that beautiful beer brewed from a Cooper. I'll put the ingredients on the screen from now until whenever, so that you can have a look at them. We've got a Cooper's kit here. It's a dark ale. It starts with, excuse me, and got some dry malt extract, light dry malt extract, some amber dry malt extract, a whole bunch of crystal malt, different denominations of that. This is pretty intricate. They came up with this themselves, both of them together. So I would love to have been a fly on the wall when they were coming up with these ingredients. And so 3 crystal additions of different crystal malts, and then 4 hop additions at different times. And mostly Cascade and Amarillo. Interesting. These are talented guys. They know how to make beer. Darn it. All right. So let's give this a whirl. Now, I will be honest and say that the last time I drank one of these, there was more foam on it. The foam was all the way up to here. So it just depends on the carbonation in that particular bottle. And I wish I've got one more actually. We'll just go with it. It's no problem. It's just not the better looking one. Okay, you know what? I'm going to be completely honest with you. Let's hold on a sec. Hold on. Okay. I can't do it. I have to tell the truth. What happened was I started recording this video. I had to go upstairs and get this. This is another one of those beers. And good thing he sent me more than one. I ran upstairs and came back down. I started recording a video and I forgot to press record on my audio recorder. So I put this in the fridge and I got another one. And that's this one. But as you can see, this one's been sitting in the fridge in the glass for 20 minutes and it still has more foam on it than that one does. So now I'm double fisted. Right? All right. So I'm going to drink that one later. We'll just put it over there. I don't have any complaints about that. Okay, so let's get on with the tasting, shall we? Let's give this a whirl. Smells incredible. You can tell there's a darkness to it, the nice dark, sort of, with the dark ale, Cooper's. It's got its own hop additions in it. Then there's the crystal malt that they added, the different additions of that, and then the hops. This thing is layered with flavor and aroma. Let's give it a whirl. Cheers. You know what? No, we'll do this one. This is the original. That one we'll drink later. Screwed this up. I have one more. I can do this whole thing over again. No, we won't do that. I have tasted it before, but let's give it a whirl. Cheers, guys. Thanks for sending this to me. See what happens. Oh. It's good. It's very good. These guys have done this again. What a great beer. It just goes to show you can make such great beer at home, no matter how you do it. with your big beer setups or your little beer setups, whatever you've got. This tastes as good as, if not better than any beer I've ever had as far as how it's been brewed. I don't want to say it tastes better than any all grain I've ever had because people get mad at me. Because I can't remember the last all grain beer I've tasted. It's been a long time since I've done an all grain beer. Very long time. And a lot of people, are sort of on the same boat with that. They don't have time or whatever, so it's all good. But where I live, beer is expensive, and if you can, do a brew in 2 hours, like I'm sure this only took a couple hours to make, maybe 3 with cleanup, because they didn't have to do a boil and a steeping the grains and whatnot. It didn't take as long. So that's good. That's a good thing, right? But some people are in it for the hobby too. So, whatever floats your boat, that's what matters. And this is incredible. And I'm catching a buzz. I got to make dinner soon. It's got the amazing mouthfeel. You can taste the sweetness of the crystal malt bouncing off of the hop profile that they've got in here. 2 really complementary flavors with the dark ale at the bottom as a base. That's what I'm tasting here. Very well balanced beer, and I'm not a beer reviewer. Don't know. Can you see my little hand actions here? Microphone there. Yeah, absolutely delicious. Great balance between all those 3 aspects of it. The dark malt, then the crystal malt, and then the hops. Very well balanced because it's all sort of subtle. Nothing like sticks out. There's not any one thing that's got like tons of dominance over this beer. It's all mixed together as I burp it up. It's all mixed together to make a great, balanced, full-bodied beer with a great mouthfeel and perfect carbonation for this style of beer. So there you have it. Excellent stuff. Thanks, guys. It's a pleasure. Always a pleasure to taste one of your concoctions. And believe me, you'd be hard pressed. Sorry, allergies. You'd be hard pressed to find if I could go to a liquor store, a beer store, wherever, and buy this beer, I'd be telling people about it. I mean, this is the honest to God truth. I'd be saying, you know what? You got to try this beer. It's really good. Hey, come on over. I got some beer I want you to try. That's what I'd be doing. It's excellent beer, and I will make this. I can get all these ingredients. I can get all the crystal malt and all the hops and everything. No problem. Oh, the yeast too. Yeah. So, fermented at 30 degrees Celsius. Now, for all you Fahrenheit people out there, that's about 90 Fahrenheit. I guess that yeast can ferment at that high of a temperature. So there are ways of doing it. If you have a climate that's warm and you don't have a cooling system for making your beer, it can still be done. And so there you have it. And I don't taste any sign of this being a beer that's been fermented warm. A lot of people out there watching this are going to go, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Yeah, well, until you try it, you just don't know. That yeast likes this temperature. So it's fine. It probably was done in like 4 days or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's fantastic. You don't want to swallow it, because then it's gone. Then you have to drink more, but then it's 7.2 or something like that. So it's, you got to take it easy or it'd be staggering around, tripping over things. So that's an interesting beer, an interesting yeast, interesting temperature, and a very interesting recipe. So I will leave you with that. And more is coming here on this channel. I have Lots going on right now. My radio show on Sunday afternoons at 5 p.m. on retro80sradio.com. Still have my Friday night broadcasts on Vaughn.live. We have a lot of fun. You get on there to get away from it all, get away from all the politics and all the crap that's going on in this world, and just have some fun. That's what I like. And this is fun too. Drinking some good home brews from some good home brewers. And that's what it's all about. Okay? So now I've got a job to do. Will I go up and cook my dinner for today? Which I don't know what it's even going to be yet, but we'll figure it out. Drink these beers, put on a good podcast, and enjoy the rest of my evening, as I hope you do too. All right? Thank you guys for this awesome beer, and thank you guys for coming back and watching this channel. Be safe. Cheers. 17. We'll see you soon. Bye.